You can try. Please not with mine.
Oh, okay. Next episode. Episode 27 with laugh tracks. Welcome back to Fill in the Gaps. I am Egg, and with me today is... We've got a tattoo artist again. It's been an episode-long break. Crazy, I know. But we've got a tattoo artist back. So we've got local legend from Artful Ink in Morley. Yes. So good. We've got another Frenchie on the podcast. Something about these Frenchies.
Yeah.
Keep wanting to come on.
Actually, that's it. We may be very talkative.
Maybe so. Today's guest loves dinosaurs because of Jurassic Park. Hates favourites. The boxes of favourites, which is very odd, but also hates Turkish Delight. So I'll let that cancel out because good stuff. And has one child and another one on the way. You can't see it because of the table. So is what it... Okay, there we go. Today's guest, Leah. How you going?
That's me.
That is you.
I'm good.
Good to have you here.
Thank you.
Obviously, you can hear the accent, French. Anyone who struggles with accents, just go to the next pod. No, stay on this one. Stay on this one. Don't.
You will
don't
get used to it, I promise.
Yeah, exactly. It's fine. You'll be fine.
All my clients do.
Exactly. And as we were saying before, the podcast is literally just a tattoo studio, except we're recording it because these are all the chats. So before we get into the episode, please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, share the show, tell your friends. Check out the website, fitgpod.com, and check us out on all forms of socials, FITG_podcast, TikTok, Instagram, wherever you want to find it. And help us out on Spotify and Apple with the ratings. So thanks, people. Thank you so much. Leah.
That's me.
That is you, once again.
Haven't changed.
Haven't changed in the past 5 minutes? Okay, cool. So obviously from France, as you can tell with the accent.
Yeah.
Loves dinosaurs. Sick. Super sick. We'll get into that later. You can talk about dinosaurs a bit more.
I like that.
But obviously tattoo artist. You said that a lot of your early art inspiration kind of came from your parents who did different forms of art. So was it your dad did motorbike models?
Yeah.
And your mum did sewing?
Yeah.
Okay. How did them doing that kind of inspire you to get into the art scene before getting into tattooing?
Basically just like growing up and seeing them with a table full of craft pretty much all the time. When I would be able to sit with them and just like kind of participate.
Yep.
See my dad get creative and like busy with all of his little detailed modelings and things like this. And same my mom, like being crafty with everything. Like she did a few of my clothes when I was a kid, and like being able to fix stuff, just like do stuff by yourself, like setting activities for me and my little sister as well all the time. Just a general like ambient creativity, I'd say.
Nice. So is your sister into art at all, or is it just kind of you three?
She's kind of the black sheep of the family on this one. Yeah.
So what does she do with herself?
She renovates her house and raises her children's.
Nice. That's a good start. It's always a good start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have like a huge load of creative needs like I recognize in my parents.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So in terms of the sewing that your mum did, was that just fixing clothes, or did she actually make clothes and bags and stuff like that? Or was
both. Yeah, both.
Yep. Okay. Do you own any of the stuff still that she's made, or is it all fallen apart?
No, I still have some of my clothes from when I was 8 years old in my closet currently. Nice. But I don't think I've kept anything of my mum.
Okay. So she needs to work on the quality a little bit then if you...
On the style, I think it was.
Okay. So it's more you don't want to wear it more than you can't wear it. Okay, got it. And then your dad making the motorbike models. So what got him into that, and did that at all inspire anything that you did in the art scene, or?
More, I'd say, like, as well as doing motorbike models, he was also doing little sceneries
Okay.
with Warhammer's figurines.
Yep.
And look, like, speaking of dwarf fighting scenes.
Because we were talking about Lord of the Rings, and by the end of this episode, I swear I'm going to think of the name of the little dudes in Lord of the Rings.
Of
because
their population, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what they're called, but I will think of it. But yeah, so what kind of things did he make with the little
like sceneries? How would you say it? Would you say diorama?
Oh yeah, yep.
Like we had a coffee table, like a massive coffee table, with like a huge decor, in it, like full of Warhammer's figurines, and like every little centimeter square of it was like a battle or something, telling a story, basically.
Nice. Did he do any specific scenery, or was it just kind of whatever came to his mind? He was telling a story with it.
Massive melting pot of imaginations.
Okay. Yeah. So it wasn't based on anything real.
No, not really. He actually did some real with like little soldiers, like miniature of soldiers as well.
Nice.
Same than Warhammers, you could buy like little figurine, like metal figurines of different armies.
Okay.
So I know he had like a few. He used to do that in like aquariums.
Okay.
Box.
Cool.
And have them like on displays in shelf. Like
Nice. Because I know that obviously you didn't go straight from watching them do that into tattooing. So I know that you did a little bit of art stuff in the middle. You got an art degree, correct?
Yeah, I studied fine art when I was in France.
Okay.
And I got a degree out of it, which was not very useful.
Okay. Was it not finding that useful that kind of drew you towards doing tattooing, or was it just a growing love for tattooing?
Ultimately, yes, because after I got my degree, I got into traveling just to do something, look for inspiration, and it's through going to travel that I ended up being a tattooist.
Yep.
So I could say that it kind of led to this, but not in a direct way.
Yep. So how did the traveling lead to you being a tattoo artist? What was the situation there?
After my second year of working holiday visa in Australia, I had to go back to France to renew my visa to be able to stay with my Australian partner. And when I went back to France, I worked in hospitality and met my best friend, and she's a professional tattooist.
Okay.
So I kind of dabbed my way around with her a little bit, and that's what set me on this path.
Nice. So is your friend in France or Australia?
In France.
Still in France?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you draw any inspiration from their art style into the style of tattooing that you do, or is it completely different and it was just tattoo artist, I want to be that, and then you kind of found your own way?
I guess like everything got mixed up. That's why I can't really say that I have like a super traditional influence. Like when you start like really an apprenticeship from zero, you relearn how to draw.
Yeah.
To suit different tattoo style. And I very much did that on my own. So I kind of decided what I wanted to adapt of my initial drawing style to the tattooing.
Yep. Nice. And then while you were traveling, you said that you met your partner.
Yeah.
Now husband? Correct?
Yeah.
Yes. So how did that come about? Did you plan to meet him when you came over here, or did you just meet him while you were over here?
So when I arrived in Australia initially, I actually arrived for a French boyfriend.
Okay.
But
fucked him off.
That's it. More the contrary. But it was for the good, and we both ended up like traveling on our own.
Yeah.
And little did I knew, 6 months later, I met my now husband.
Nice.
Which was absolutely not planned. But life gets you.
Exactly. That's how it happens sometimes, and couldn't be happier, hey?
Yeah.
Nice shout out to him. So yeah, speaking on that, so obviously, as I've talked to the other Frenchies that I've had on the podcast, they talk about the transition from moving from France to Australia as not actually being as difficult as you would think.
Yeah.
The one thing that they found most difficult is people find that the French are too direct sometimes. Have you found that as well? And what other cultural differences have you found from France to Australia that have either been easy or difficult?
I'd say for the first 2 years, definitely of working holiday, I didn't really feel much cultural difference like this. And it's more when I got really to live here and got established that I noticed a few that it cultural clash like this. Being too direct might be the main one. Definitely coming across at borderline rude when people need to be a little bit more introduced to certain ideas. I found it to be a little bit of a struggle sometime, especially not so much in tattooing anymore, but in previous professional experience. I find it quite hard to navigate what the right level of directness is appropriate or not.
Yeah. So what kind of situations did you come across where you found that to be apparent?
Telling people what's wrong with a job.
Okay.
For example.
Yeah.
Certain issues. I found actually clearly communicating about it might be counterproductive when in France, you would want people to be super clear about things.
Yeah. So what kind of work were you doing where you found that to be something that was happening?
I don't know if I can say it. Probably not gonna cause me too much trouble anymore. I used to work for the Water Corp, for example.
Okay.
And just speaking about a few safety things and things during the job.
Well, that was nowhere near as bad as the answer I thought you were going to give, so that's okay. There's much worse things than the Water Corp. There's much better things as well, but there's much worse things. So
definitely.
So that's okay. Okay, so just dealing with customers, or was it dealing with co-workers that you found to be an issue?
More I'd say a higher hierarchy. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So management and stuff like that. Okay. Cool. And you don't have to deal with that at all working at Artful Ink, hey?
You never have problem with your hierarchy, right?
Exactly. Because everyone loves everyone at Artful Ink.
I can pretty much say that's true.
Okay. Who's your best friend at the studio? Quick, right now.
Mimi.
Oh, okay. You're your own best friend?
No, I know. Amy.
Okay, yeah. I got it. Just say me.
Yeah.
When in doubt, just who's your best friend? Me.
A double tap. Yeah, that's it.
Fucking me. I'm my best friend. Yeah.
You can only count on yourself.
Exactly. Trust no one, not even yourself. Unless it's Mimi. Shout out Mimi. Cool. And what did you find, or was there anything moving from France to Australia where you expected it to be difficult to adjust and it wasn't difficult, or vice versa? Things you thought you were going to be easy that ended up being difficult other than being direct? Like the cheese, for example.
You mean food-wise?
Anything.
Yeah, of course, the food, I think for any European moving permanently to Australia, food end up being something that you kind of miss. I straight away did notice the lack of good cheese when I arrived in Australia, but it was not unexpected. I was a bit surprised on how they sell camembert at Woolies or Coles, for example, and it tastes like nothing like proper camembert.
Mm-hmm.
just another brie.
Okay, shitting on our cheeses now. I see how it is. Okay. Okay, what are your top 3 favourite cheeses then? Not just Australian cheeses, just like...
In general?
Yeah.
Uh,
Other than like the one you buy at Coles, that's like Coles brand, that's just plastic slices of cheese. Other than those, because obviously number 1, but the 3 after that.
I think the first one is gorgonzola.
I'm going to nod and pretend I know what that is.
It's like a creamy blue cheese.
Blue cheese?
Yeah, you know, like the one with like the moldy stuff inside.
Yum. And that's number 1, hey? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's number 2? Is it one that's got like rats inside of it, or?
No, but it starts with the same letters. Raclette.
Okay, I've had that before.
Yeah.
Okay.
That would be like it's not just a cheese, it's like a whole dish.
Yeah, it's a whole setup,
Yeah.
a whole thing.
I think that could definitely comes number 2.
As someone that lived in Switzerland and had a bit of raclette, overrated.
Really?
It's good, but it's very overrated. Like when I went over there, everyone was like in my ear, you have to try it. You have to try it. It's so good. And I tried it and I was like, it's
just melted cheese.
I'm like, it's just literally just melted
potatoes.
cheese. It's not that great. It's fine. Like
I guess
it's
like
okay.
when you live in Europe, like it's associated with like a lot of also there is a whole hype around it, and like you don't really eat it in summer, so it's like a typically winter things. And in my family, like we used to always have the raclette machine out at the house, like in around Christmas time. So like
that's what they used to call me in Switzerland, actually, the raclette machine.
Yeah.
I found that like the experience of doing the raclette, that was cool. That was nice.
Yeah, that's
the actual eating it
is yeah. I can see that.
I feel like that's like someone coming to Australia and I'm like, you got to try the burgers here. Insane. And they're like, oh, let's go. And then I like take them to Hungry Jack's or something. Like it's like,
yeah,
it's like it's fine.
I guess like the whole raclette things, that's it. It's not so much like the explosion of taste. It's more like the whole concept.
Yeah. The worshipping the cheese and drawing the pentagram and
bathing in the blood with cheese.
Yes.
Drooling around you.
I feel like that's just France, just summed up right there, right? So number 1, you've got cheese with mold in it.
Yeah.
Sick. Good on you. Number 2, you've got melted cheese that Europeans make a big deal out of. I can't wait to hear what number 3 is.
I think I'm gonna choose like a very safe, disappointing one as third place, just for the sake of that's what I eat all the time.
If you say cheddar, can't argue with it. It's good. it's a good cheese.
Like a good block of cheddar, like the $10, $11 one from Woolies or Coles.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nice, simple. You can put it on everything. If you want it to taste even better, you just leave it on the back of your car for 2 weeks.
I just imagine you and your partner just like have this one frying pan that like sits there just in like a dirty corner, gets moldy, and then you're like, time for some cheddar. And you just like heat it and then just put a whole block of cheddar on it and just mix it and you go, the food is ready. Get the raclette. That was more Italian, but I always do this when I imitate French.
You're not the only one who give me this. Like sometimes my clients, they try and they pull the Italian hand.
I can't do accents. Like Scottish and Irish, I can do if I'm listening to someone else with that accent
and copying them. Yeah.
Yeah. Everything else. Not really. American a little bit, but I don't want to do it. So
I wouldn't risk and try myself.
No. American accents just...
I can't even try to have a normal Australian everyday accent. So
go, try. Introduce yourself with an Australian accent, the best you can.
How you going?
Not bad. Probably better than my French, so not too bad.
That was very short.
Bonjour. Je m'appelle.
That sounds still very French, but with like a English accent. Like definitely would know that you're a foreigner.
Okay. What's egg in French?
Œuf.
Ouf.
Yeah.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Je m'appelle. What was it? Ouf.
Œuf. Yeah.
Ouf. Ouf. Je m'appelle. Something like that. That works.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice. Got off track there. I love it.
It's spelled really weirdly as well.
Hold on. Let me guess. Say it again for me.
Œuf.
Okay. So there's going to be no F in there, is there?
There is.
Okay. EUFFE.
Ah, you're not too bad.
Okay.
It's like you don't even have this letter in English, I think. It's a E that is inside a O.
I feel like I haven't even seen that before.
I'll send it to you.
How would you write that in English? How would you, like, because obviously, like, I think it's...
But with this non-existent letter.
Yeah, because, like...
I think you have it in fetus.
In what?
Fetus? Like what's embryo.
Fetus?
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So it's like how you have the A and the E that are joined.
Yeah.
But it's the O-E? E-O?
Yeah.
O-E?
O-E.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I thought you meant like an O and then there's an E inside of it. And I was like, that's not a letter. That's a logo. That should be my logo, actually. An egg with an E.
Oh, right. Oh, see,
Big brain.
marketing.
Yeah.
It's starting.
Yeah. And the egg is like waving a French flag that's got mold on it. Works.
Blue mold.
Yes. Nice. Cool. And then the other thing I was going to ask you about was another form of art. Fucking weird, but go off, I guess, Queen. Taxidermy. I've had a few people on the podcast that...
I need to stop you here.
Oh, boy. If you've brought a taxidermied animal for me... Oh, boy.
It's fragile.
Is this safe to view on the podcast?
I think so.
Thank you, by the way.
It wouldn't offend anyone, I don't think.
What is it? Should I take it out now or should I take it out after?
Now.
Do I grab it by the bag or?
Yeah, and like grab underneath.
Do you want to take it out so I don't break it or anything? I'll close my eyes. We are now unwrapping a taxidermied something. Rat, I'm going to guess.
You said your missus liked...
she does, yeah.
Bad taxidermy as well, so I think...
She's going to love whatever the fuck it is. I'm a little bit creeped out by things that are dead, but...
Go for it.
Can I look?
Yeah.
That's sick. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you very much. You've done well there. Yeah, my missus is going to love that. What are the feet from? Chicken?
Oh, quails. Okay, I said that we wouldn't offend anyone. Maybe let's not talk about the quails.
We won't talk about the quails. I mean, I'm vegetarian and I'm not offended. So
right.
Fine, but look at that. See if I can get that in there. How sick. We'll leave that right there for the rest of the episode. That's sick. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's very kind of you.
And I got you one of my print as well.
Oh, thank you so much.
It's very, very bad humor.
I don't get it.
Shit. I thought I was better than this at puns.
Very good. Thank you so much. These are all going to be hung up inside the house by tomorrow afternoon. I hope you realise that. Whether by me or by my missus. Yeah. Thank you very much. That's very kind.
No, you're welcome.
Yes. Taxidermy. I like that. If I leave that egg like that, is it going to turn into the kind of cheese that you like, or?
No, it's all preserved and empty. I pierced and it's empty.
You emptied the egg?
I emptied the egg. I might even have eaten it.
How the fuck?
Ah.
Is that why the top is covered? Because there's a hole in the top?
There is a hole on the top, but like a
You've done well.
tiny one.
You've done well.
And like you're always wearing a cap. I had to give him a cap.
Because we've got lights and stuff, so I don't want to be reflecting onto anyone and they're like, Jesus, fuck. So that's why, yeah. Fuck it, that's so cool. I love that. My missus is going to hee at that one. Or me, if you will. Callback. Yes, so taxidermy, clearly. You like taxidermy stuff?
Yes.
What got you into that psychotic fucking form of art? No, what got you into doing taxidermy? And
probably my psychotic mind.
Fair. Can't argue with that. And like, how do you still do it a lot on the side, or is it just kind of when you have time, or like how often do you still do taxidermy stuff, or is it more you have an interest in it and you don't do it so much?
So for now, it's more like I have an interest in it and I don't do it so much anymore, mainly because it requires like almost as much dedication than tattooing. And like I feel that when you start tattooing full time, you basically dedicate every minute of your life to it. Yeah. So that doesn't leave much time for any other creative activity. And taxidermy needs a lot of fuck around to learn it by yourself, and a lot of research and experiments. So I kind of gave up and chose tattooing over it. But when I was an art student especially, I used to express myself through this medium a lot more, pick up all of the roadkills that I could, to the point that I still have friends in France calling me, or like sending me Facebook message to tell me that there is a fox or something dead on the side of the road on this road in France, even though I live on the
You're just going to fly back
quickly.
Yeah, nice. So what's the... Also, I should just clarify for anyone that's listening and not watching, the taxidermy I've got is a pair of quail feet. It's more feet than legs, I suppose, but the quails are also not very big, so feet/legs, an egg with a cap with the Fill in the Gaps logo on the brim of the cap. Am I missing anything? What's that made out of?
Fox from Row Highway.
There you go. Fox from Row Highway, little furry bits. Because apparently my bum fluff sticks out, or maybe it's my beard. I'm not really sure.
That's it. Like I needed something to represent the beard a little bit.
Okay. Yes. I like it. Yeah, if anyone listening, that's what it is. It's inside a glass case. But come over to YouTube and watch it. Look at it. You got to have a look at it. So what's either the best taxidermy project that you've done, or your favorite, and roughly how long did it take you?
I'd say like one of the most popular I had, which I used for my art degree actually, was a rabbit bowl, which was like a rabbit that I had wrapped around a soccer ball. So it was like a very round rabbit.
Like all the way around?
Yeah. So it was like a ball of fur, and like at the top there was the head of the rabbit.
Was it a very large rabbit or a very small ball?
A very large rabbit.
That's insane. Well done. How long did that take you? Roughly.
Like I can't remember, but like by the time like I got the rabbit itself from one of the farmer from the countryside where I live in France, and by the time I skinned it and prepared and preserved the skin and everything, to be able to work with it as like a sculpture, after it must have taken me like 2 weeks. Because like you need to leave the skins in different baths and dry them and then stretch them and bath them again.
Nice.
Like this.
Nice.
So yeah, a little bit of prep, and then the sculpture itself, like probably just an afternoon of doing it and then letting it dry.
Okay, so most of the time that you spend doing a taxidermy is the prep.
Yeah.
For it.
Gotcha. Yeah.
But the actual putting it together isn't isn't super long, just a few hours. Like
I guess especially for smaller things, like it's just a few. It's like if you were doing a sculpture. But I've looked and talked with people who do like massive pieces, like for hunting trophies and everything I don't like. And that's like a completely different skills. Like that's massive sculpture. Like you end up sculpting with chainsaws and much bigger tools.
Insane. I couldn't do it. Like I think I've told this on the podcast before, but my partner obviously loves taxidermies, but she like loves animals and everything, so she wouldn't go out and kill an animal to do a taxidermy. But like if she found something, then she would want to like keep the skeleton or something.
Basically,
like that.
Everything I've always done is like recycling.
Yeah, found the corpse and use it. Yeah. So yeah, my partner, I think it was her ex. She was walking with her ex, not recently when she was with her ex. She's walking with her ex yesterday. When they were together, and there was a bird that was dead, and she asked him to like take the head so that she could keep the skull. And he did it. And she's like, this was early into us dating. She was like, would you do that? I was like, literally no chance. Not a chance. If you want the skull that bad, you can fucking get it yourself. I'm not doing that. She's like, but it's already dead. I'm like, fuck, let it be dead, bro. Like, just let it chill.
I picked up a crow next to the
Crows
studio
are cool,
one
man.
day. Yeah, that's what I thought as well.
Yeah. There was 2 little dead birds at the front of our units the other day, and my missus on the way home got them and like put them underneath a tree respectfully.
Yeah, I do
like,
that as well.
She was like, I moved them, and I was like, you know that crows are just going to come and like take the bodies and eat them, right? She's like, no, they weren't 2 days later. She's like, the bodies are gone. Someone took them. And I was like, someone, you mean a bird? I was like, birds don't care where you put it. They're just going to take it and feed on it. Like,
yeah,
they don't give a
like
shit.
that's it. Like even cats. So you'd be surprised at how quick insects are to actually clean up bodies as well.
But she was thinking that like someone from one of the units came out and like stole it. I was like, I promise you they didn't. It was wildlife. Like, damn, free buffet. Here we go. So, I mean, big rip to them, I suppose. But, I mean, yeah, wildlife doesn't care, bro.
Or maybe another taxidermy enthusiast.
Maybe. This is possible. I doubt it, but this is possible. There's also a shop down the road from us that sells like is it called pinned? Is that what it's called when they get like insects and like they like pin them up in the frames? I don't know what
like
the real
preserved.
Yeah,
preserved
I guess. And they've got like those in frames, and there's one where they've got a bat and it's like half bat and then half the skeleton. Super cool. But it's like $180 and I'm like, is it really worth it?
I do have the bat. I have a fire bat that I got from my husband from December, so Christmas 2019, which was the year of COVID.
Yep. Happy days.
And it's still at my station at Artful at the moment. And there was a time when there was some little, they call museum moths, I think, or mice, that got into it. And they half ate the bat as well. So now I have like half fluff and half bones.
Did it make it look cooler or worse?
I think it makes it look cool because it like you see all of the parts of the anatomy. Yeah. But I since put it in the freezer and froze everything, so it stopped evolving now.
Random thought of that. My missus was telling me the other day, I'm sure you know this from doing taxidermy, birds have hollow bones?
Yeah, that's how they can float in the air.
That's wild.
They're very light.
Does that mean that planes have hollow bones as well?
I mean, they're empty.
They're taxidermied already. They've already been skinned. Yeah, she told me that, and I was like, no way. I looked it up.
Even
there you go.
I think even chickens don't have like very dense.
Chickens are so cool. I love chickens.
I love chickens.
I want chickens. I used to have them when I was little, and I miss them.
You can have them as pets.
Yeah, I'd want, because I ate so many eggs, so I'd love to just have some to have eggs and also somewhere to put scrap food.
Yeah, you need more than one.
Yeah.
Then.
Oh, definitely. Like I'd want like 5 to 10. Kind of thing. So, because when I lived in the country, we had, I think the most we ever had was about 9.
Yeah.
Because we just like lived in the town, so
bigger,
just
bigger property.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up with chickens as
but
well.
like farmers have like fucking like 200 of them, and like a half a day is spent like getting the eggs and feeding them and all that.
Yeah.
But even living in the town, we had foxes come through and like get a couple of them. And I think I've told this on the podcast before as well, but shout out to my brother. When he was little, he loved the chickens so much that he put one in his bed.
Oh.
And he also, because he's a fucking idiot, no, he was, I don't know, might still be, not sure. Shout out to him. He got a bucket and was playing with the chicken and like put the bucket over it, and he was like ha ha, ha, and ran away, and little kid brain forgot.
No, the chicken inside.
my dad 2 weeks later, what's this bucket doing here? And just, it was a chicken. So yeah, shout out to him, I suppose. But chickens,
a friend did that with a hamster.
Hamsters die anyway. Like what?
Even quicker if you leave them in a bucket. Apparently.
What are hamsters actually useful for?
Right.
They don't do anything.
Just cuteness. I had a hamster.
What's more useless, a hamster or a giraffe?
If you're not vegetarian, I guess giraffe is a much better meal than a hamster.
But who eats giraffe? Exactly. They're both useless. They don't do it. Like, giraffes are sick. I love them. Super cool. But, like, they don't do anything,
They don't really do anything. They have a blue tongue.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Very tall.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have a blue tongue?
No. When I eat blue clouds, I do. Yummy. Nice. Imagine doing a taxidermy of a giraffe.
I've seen some.
How? How would that work? That would take like a year, surely.
You probably need to do like a massive, like, imagine a giraffe as a carpet rug. You know,
that
like
wouldn't feel great either, though. They're not fluffy. Like,
there would be like a cow, I imagine.
no way.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
What do you imagine them like?
Not quite sandpaper, but
yeah.
like sandpaper thickness.
Just their tongue, not their whole body.
Their tongue?
Yeah.
A carpet made of a giraffe's tongue.
No. Their tongue is like sandpaper.
No, I'm talking about their
rough.
skin.
No, surely that would be like nice and soft.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Cows.
nice and soft, but like the thickness of like sandpaper.
Ah, yeah, probably, yeah.
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
just like softish. Whereas like a cow, at least it's got like a little bit of fur. Fur's not really the right word, but like.
Giraffe have fur as well.
I guess. I've never felt a giraffe. So.
I think you can see them like super close at the Perth Zoo.
Mm.
Here you go. You need to go to the Perth Zoo for professional purposes.
I'm booking in going there tomorrow. Research purposes.
I need to touch a giraffe.
Yeah, I know. Because I mean, I've felt a cow before and felt a horse, obviously, but
Yeah, and that's it. I think a giraffe would be like a horse with short fur.
I can't imagine that. But maybe. I don't know. I've got nothing to base that off. So, yeah, there you go. All right, I'll let you go soon. But before we go, we'll do some rapid fire and a would you rather. First question. What is a French food that Australians have completely completely butchered?
Raclette.
Back to raclette again, eh?
Mainly because I have a bit of a dinner story with raclette in an Australian house.
Okay.
So
Fucking Aussies.
right? Terrible. Especially with cheese.
Don't even put any mold on our fucking cheese. Unbelievable. Can you imagine eating clean food?
Right? Things with no life inside.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I have a couple of friends who are a French guy and a Australian chick. And one day we were having dinner in their family, and they have a raclette machine.
Mhm.
And I realized that the idea of a raclette for Australian people is just basically buying anything you can put on a plancha, throwing it in, and putting melted cheese on whatever you want.
Doesn't sound bad, to be fair, but also
And
not what raclette is meant to be. So.
that's it. Like it turned out to be actually pretty good, and everyone participated in this delirious, creative
Mhm.
mix. But not really what I expected from a raclette night when I arrived there.
Was there any like toast with Vegemite and just like put some cheese on it or anything?
So
or?
there was not, but like we actually thought that might be a very good idea.
That'd be amazing.
They do actually a jar of Vegemite with cheese inside.
Vegemite and cheese
Like
goes
spray.
amazing together.
Yeah,
It's so good.
yeah,
Like Vegemite and cheese scrolls. Oh,
yeah. True.
so good. So might have to go to Kmart and get a raclette machine. I don't know if they fucking sell. Probably not. I doubt it.
The French Kmart.
Yeah.
The one I haven't opened yet.
Kmart.
Kmart.
We'll go with that. Your French accent is quite good. Yeah. Well done. You've
Thank
done well there. Yeah.
I trained all of my life.
Oh, nice. Got it from my mum. What is you can finally just let loose here? What is your favorite dinosaur?
Dinosaurs.
Because every adult wants to be asked what their favorite dinosaur is.
So only the true one will know. But if I tell you a Parasaurolophus,
No idea. What does it look like?
the one with like the long horn kind of thing
Okay.
on the back of his head.
Okay.
Like the male has a long one and the female has a short one. Sorry.
Suck shit. We be packing out here. Are they like
And they have like a duck nose kind of face.
okay? So they've got like a beak.
Yeah.
Okay. Do they fly?
No.
4 feet? Like, do they walk on 4 feet?
Yeah. Or like 2. But
Which
they
one?
can do both.
Okay. What? So
They are in Jurassic Park.
I've seen the first Jurassic Park a long
Yeah.
time ago. See, look at me go. I've seen our movie.
It's a classic too.
a long time ago. So I basically haven't seen it. So do they like walk around more like a T-Rex or more like a?
They can tuck their arm like at the front, so they can walk
Okay.
like a T-Rex, but,
But
they
they-
can
but
also
they're
like
normally-
lean on their 4 feet.
Are they normally on 4 or normally on 2?
I'd say for running they are on 2, and to
Okay.
walk they are on 4.
Okay. All right. Could you beat one in a fight? How big are they?
Oh no, they
How-
like just under the size of an elephant kind of thing.
I could take one. Yeah, right. Okay. I feel like I can somewhat picture what this thing looks like in my mind, but the 2 feet thing is throwing me off a little bit. So
Confusing.
I'll have to research it afterwards. I feel like when we met last time, I had searched what it looked like, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, I think you left it same. Like we didn't ended up looking at it.
Okay.
I could show you on Google as well, but like we're just gonna.
I'll just put a photo of one right here in the post edit.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah,
That's it.
And I'll
That's what a
look up.
Parasaurolophus looks
Exactly.
like.
See, right there. You didn't know that? Fucking idiot. Talking to myself later when I'm editing this. Nice. Okay, cool. Is there a dinosaur that everyone loves that you think is overrated?
Like in the top 3. Yeah, probably Diplodocus.
The fuck is that?
The long neck one.
Oh yeah, the 4 like kind of looks like a giraffe
Yeah.
with like a long tail.
Yeah, the giraffe dinosaur. Yeah,
Okay,
long
yes.
long tail,
Yes.
long neck.
Okay, yeah, I know the one you're
Like,
talking about.
have you seen the? You're not really good with movie. Are you any better with cartoons?
Not particularly. I kind of grew up watching sport and didn't really watch cartoons too much. So, what cartoon?
I can't remember the name of it.
Hannah Montana.
No, that's not a cartoon.
True.
Certainly not with dinosaurs.
This is true.
Unless she's pretty scaly. I don't think so.
Don't think so. Not from memory.
The cartoon with like there is one of the little dinosaur who lose his mom, and he's a long neck one as well. He's a diplodocus.
What cartoons were you watching as a kid? Are they cartoons that you watched as a kid, or cartoons that like your kid has been watching?
No, that I watched as a kid. It's like a 90s movie.
Okay.
Like people who liked dinosaurs in the 90s would definitely know what I'm speaking
I
about.
might have seen it then, because I mean, like, I'm not a 90s kid, but like I watched 90s kind of stuff, because that's kind of, I was born 2000, so I kind of caught the end of.
Yeah. I'm sure you would know the picture of it.
Okay.
Wait.
Pull it up. Dun, 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 dun,
Little
dun,
Foot.
Dun, dun. Littlefoot.
What's the name in English?
Is that like
Land Before Time.
the Land Before Time? Yes, I am.
See,
I am familiar with the Land Before Time. Yes. Okay. Right.
Diplodocus.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's the one I thought you were talking about. Yeah.
But I think Diplodocus is overrated.
Okay. Him specifically, or just in general?
No, in general.
Little. I'm glad you lost your mama. I don't know. You said that's the plot of the show, but I don't remember that being the plot. So there you go. Nice.
That's what traumatized me.
Mum, celebrity that you would want to spend the day with, and I'll say you're spending the day with them, and they're paying for everything that you want to do.
Oh.
So
well, it has to do about food.
Okay. Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
Was it actually?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I told you I don't know many celebrities.
Okay. Would you want to cook with him, or would you just want him to cook for you?
Probably both.
Okay.
I don't know if I would be so into the swearing and insulting.
So would you want him to be like full on in character, like you're trying to learn from him and he's treating you like you're a fucking idiot? Or would you want to be like, hey, like I want to learn, I want to get better, can you please teach me? Or is it just like, get in the fucking kitchen and don't come out until you've got some food to give me?
I actually enjoy the shows where he's a true cook in it, and like really get to cook himself. So I'd be more into like, okay, let's do like a cooking class, or like show me what you know and things like this.
What dish would you want him to teach you? Raclette.
Third time. No, raclette is quite simple. You just have to know where to buy the right cheese.
Okay.
Probably something that takes like hours, like a nice stew. Probably something with meat, because I find meat, if you don't cook it the right way, it can be a bit work.
Would you just want to cook with him all day, or would you want to do other things outside of cooking too?
Outside of cooking, like also like discover where to source like good foods and good.
So just everything all day is related to food, though. Just that.
Yeah.
He's like, so tell me about yourself. You're like, I don't give a fuck. Where do I get eggs from?
Tell me.
Tell me your secrets. Yeah. Okay. So just food with Gordon Ramsay for the day.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
I don't really see myself doing anything interesting with like someone from music industry, or like.
You wouldn't want to like tattoo your favorite celebrity or something?
No.
Would you want to tattoo Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah.
If he said, pick anything for me, like a 1 hour tattoo, what are you picking for Gordon Ramsay?
Oh, wow.
Just the words idiot sandwich in a sandwich.
Idiot sandwich, yeah, that's it. Yeah, maybe his face into a well-detailed sandwich.
The tattoo that you're choosing to do for Gordon Ramsay is a picture of his own face in a sandwich. Can't argue with it.
Right.
Fair. I was thinking if I got to choose.
To tattoo Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, yeah. I would do the tattoo. Obviously, I'd send him to you, but I think I'd go Gordon Ramsay, but as a ram. So it's Gordon Ramsay. Yeah.
That suits him well, this animal as well, actually.
Yeah, and like a mad ram. Like, yeah. I like it. Maybe I'll just get that on me.
Next to an idiot sandwich as well?
Yeah, exactly. You can just do it for me right there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Perfect.
Frontal.
Yeah. Easy. Or top of the head. Right on the top of the egg there.
I can print you one.
You don't need to waste your time doing that.
I mean, I drew a butt plug.
That's worth something, okay? That's valuable. I'm going to sell it for millions. No, I'm keeping it for. I need to get a frame. I'll go get a frame for it.
Red dot.
Either tomorrow or Thursday. I've got a bunch of prints I need to get frames for, but I live in a rental, so I can't put anything into the wall. I have to get the sticky
the sticky
hooks.
thing. I have my own house and I still get the sticky hook. And then I get yelled at because I pull them the wrong way and it removed all of the paint.
Why would you do that? Unbelievable. Gordon's not going to be happy about that.
No, I would definitely get the idiot sandwich.
100%. Cool. On to the would you rather. Do you have a would you rather that you have already locked and loaded, or?
No, we do some at work like all the time, but like I don't have one that is living in my heart more than another.
What's one from work?
Usually there is a lot of things with food.
Okay, go ahead.
Would you rather not eat cheese?
Okay.
Or not eat chocolate?
Oh, that's so easy for me. So easy. Not eat cheese.
What?
1,000,000%. I don't eat cheese that much because I'm lactose intolerant.
Yes, that's true.
But I still drink a fuckload of milk and eat bread and everything. So I'm a fucking idiot. But
no, you could cancel the cheese. Also, there is milk in most of chocolates as well.
I ate so much chocolate and I pay for it dearly. Dearly. But easy. What, would you choose not have chocolate?
I think so.
That's insane.
I find, even though I love chocolate and I pretty much like eat chocolate almost every day, I'd say, there is a much wider variety in cheese than there is in chocolate.
Okay. Would you rather only be able to eat, and both of these things you have to eat them the normal amount that you eat them, like at the normal frequency that you eat them, both cheese and chocolate?
Yeah.
But the only cheese you can eat is like the Coles brand, like plastic slices of cheese, or the only chocolate you can eat is Turkish Delight.
Oh my God.
Like for everything, I'm talking raclette. It's that cheese.
I can't scrap the chocolate out of the Turkish, even the chocolate.
No, you just have to eat it. That's what I'm saying. You have to eat the whole thing, and whenever you would normally eat chocolate, it's Turkish Delight. Whenever you would normally eat cheese, it's that cheese. So
slice of cheese.
You'd go the slices of cheese?
Yeah, at least because they are satisfying peeling.
They're already peeled.
Oh my God.
You don't even get the satisfaction.
Make my life difficult.
I know. You don't even get the satisfaction of peeling them.
Cheese.
Okay. Fair. I'd go the same, to be fair.
Right?
Yeah.
Turkish
Delight. Yeah, fucking grotty. Gross. I got a Turkish Delight for my 2 work buddies because they love Turkish Delight. I got that as my departing gift. Just left it on their desk for them.
You bought it? With your money?
I didn't want to. I refused to the whole time I worked there. I refused to get them Turkish Delight. I will get them their second favourite chocolate. But my last day, I just like put it on their desk for them to come to on Monday. So
I hope they cried.
I hope they got it and threw it in the bin and called up Turkish Delight and said, stop making them. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. All right, my would you rather. Kind of, it's not really food related, but somewhat. Would you rather your taste buds are on your fingers, on your fingertips, or always have an eyelash in your eye?
Oh, a taste bud on my fingertips.
Think about this. Think about this, though. Like picking up dog poop, shaking hands with someone.
When do you pick up dog poop with your bare fingers?
I'm not talking about bare fingers, but like if you hold it close enough, you can smell it. So if you're holding the bag, you can taste it a little bit. just a little bit. You're not eating it, but you can taste it just a little bit. Shaking hands with someone that's got sweaty hands. Wiping a tattoo. Think about this. You got to think about this.
Soap.
It's nice if you can just go up to chocolate and just go like that. But you got to think about the bad side of this as well. How much you use your hands. Imagine tattooing, wearing latex gloves, and all you can taste is latex.
And sweat.
Yep, exactly. So you got to think about this. It's not that easy.
I think I still find the fingertip a more fulfilling experience than having a constant eyelash stuck in your eye.
I feel like
I had one this morning and it drove me crazy.
it's not nice, is it?
Yeah.
Even once it's gone, you can still feel it.
That's it. Like,
I feel like you, with like the glove situation, you just get bits of cheese and just like wrap it around
Yeah,
your fingers and then put the glove on.
I'd find ways around.
Just raclette into a glove and
put your hands in cordial before you put gloves on or something.
Yeah.
That's gonna stay for a long time.
Latex mixed with cordial. Yummy. French cuisine. Cruddy. All right, so you go on taste buds on fingers.
Yeah. No hesitation.
Okay. There was a little bit of hesitation, but
I had to think about it given like all of the scenario you give me. But I think I'd find my way around it.
What if I changed it from the eyelash thing to like you've always got like a little tickle in your throat? Not a big one, but just a little tickle. So you cough every like
all the time.
every 3 minutes or so.
I mean, that's been the last few weeks of my life because of daycare germs.
Fucking kids.
Right?
Taxidermy.
So I reckon I can live with that.
Yeah.
But very annoying, yeah.
Okay. So would you take the
scratch in the
instead of the taste buds?
Yeah. If I have to choose between the taste bud on the fingers and the scratch in the throat, I would take the scratch in the throat though.
Okay. Nice. I know where your priorities land now. Nice. Good stuff. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the podcast. Where can people find you, either in person or on social media?
On social media, on my Instagram mainly, which is This Metal Tattoo. And you can find me through the Artful Ink page as well.
Working Artful Ink Morley.
Correct.
Little bit of a bitch of a studio to find in terms of parking, but you can see all the signage. So
that's it. Like the main thing to know is between the Coventry Village and the BP petrol station.
This is it. Nice.
Everyone get there at the end.
That's it. I'll put your socials below anyway, and the Artful Ink. Please be sure to like, subscribe, rate, share the podcast, tell your friends about the podcast, and shout out to Industry Tattoo Supply for sponsoring the podcast. Big legends over there. Check out more of the podcast at fitgpod.com, at fitg_podcast on all socials. And yeah, thanks so much for listening. And remember,
Egg
has been taxidermied. Not me though, this egg. See you later.